Hi everyone, it's Jordan again, and for today I thought it would be cool to take a Bible verse and to look at each part of it. Now we've done that in the past, but it was a long time ago that we did that. But I thought it might be a good idea to do it again. And actually, months ago I wrote this verse down in my notes, thinking that I might come back to it. And I just kind of kept passing over it each week. But for some reason today, it really stood out to me. And so, I don't know, maybe someone needs to hear it. Maybe that someone is me, I don't know. But either way, the verse that we're going to talk about today is Psalm 90:12. It says, "Teach us to number our days, that we may gain a heart of wisdom." Now, it's very easy to just say that's a good verse and then kind of just keep going on, but we don't want to do that today. We want to actually dive in and see what God has to say to us in this specific verse. So I thought that this could probably logically be broken into three different parts. The first part is the very beginning, teach us. Well, you say, okay, I know what teach us means. We can skip past that, but I don't want to skip past any part of this. I want to stop at the teach us part because that's actually important. It's easy to skip over it, but that gives us the idea that this is not a natural thing to do. If something is natural, you don't have to be taught it. Right? It's just something that you know, something that you're born with the knowledge to do, something that your mind goes to right away. This is different. We have to be taught this. We need to ask God to teach us this, which means that it's not going to be an easy, natural response for us. We have to learn it. Next, what exactly do we have to be taught? Okay, we have to be taught something. What is that? The second part is to number our days. What does that mean? Tell you what it doesn't mean. It does not mean to literally count up all the days. He's not saying to go, okay, I'm 21 years old. There's 365 days in a year. So that's, how many days is that? No, that's not at all what the idea is here. It's not to count up the days or keep tally or get out a piece of paper and mark down how many days we've been alive or anything like that. No, and I tell you what else is not. And I want to be careful about this because this verse can sometimes bring fear into me, and I want to be careful. It's not something that's calling us to live in fear. In fact, so many times in the Bible, God tells us, don't ever live in fear. So he's not saying be afraid all the time. Always be worried because your days are numbered. He's not saying that either. And I want to be careful to say that. But instead, what he's saying is to be mindful. To be mindful of what? To be mindful of the fact that each day that we get from God is a gift. It's a miracle. It's an unbelievable blessing every single day. The fact that you woke up today and you're watching this today means that God has given you an incredible gift and an incredible miracle. Of what? Of today. And I don't know about you, but I tend to get into kind of a bad routine. And I've been noticing this about myself lately. Maybe this is even why I wanted to talk about this. I get in a routine where when something is going really poorly, I'm just clinging on and saying, okay, God, just get me through this. Just make things better. Please, please, please make things better. And then when things are going well, when I have a good stretch, and God has made things better for the moment, well, I don't really thank him for it as much as I should. Instead, I just kind of start taking the good parts for granted, start taking the good days for granted, and start moving on to other less important things and asking God for different things and complaining about a different set of circumstances. And I've noticed that about myself, and I really want to be careful to really work on that and to say, okay, God, I want to thank you for this day. Because why? Because I'm numbering my days, and I know that tomorrow is not guaranteed. And again, I'm not trying to scare you here. And my hope and prayer for you is that you live a long, amazing life and you have the opportunity to do so many great things with your life. I don't know what the future holds for you. And I'm not trying to scare you by saying that tomorrow is not guaranteed. But you know the truth is that it's not. We don't know what God's plans are for any of us. And so we just need to be careful that we don't take any day for granted. We need to thank God for every day. The good day, the bad days, the days where you're barely holding on. It's still a miracle that you're in this day. Every day in between, the days when you've just got nothing going on and you're bored, still a good day. Thank God for it. It's still a blessing. So thank God for it. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. That's what he means by number our days. Be mindful of the fact that today is a gift. Today is not a given. Today is not a certainty. Today is a gift. Tomorrow is a gift that you've been given by God. And we need to be aware of that, and we need to realize that he can call us home at any time. But each day is a gift. And the last part, so that we may gain a heart of wisdom. Well, this is why. This is why we ask the prayer, God, teach us to number our days. Why? So that we may gain a heart of wisdom. What does that mean? Well, I looked up the definition of wisdom just because, I don't know, I guess I'm looking up definitions now. And it says the quality of knowledge and good judgment. And it made me think, how would things change for you if you lived like this? If you did number your days, what would gaining a heart of wisdom look like for you? What kind of things would you change? How would you change the way that you live? Would that change your perspective at all? I want you to think about that, and I'm going to think about that. And I really want to try, and you can do this with me, to start thanking God for every single day. In the good moments and the bad moments. In the moments where we're desperately praying for something, and the moments when things are going really well. I want to still thank God for the day that he has made. Because it's not a guarantee that we'll get the next one. Each one that we get is a gift that he's chosen to give us. So how would things change for you if you tried to do this? What areas of your life would be different? Think about that. Think about that with me. God does not want us to be afraid of this fact, but he does want us to be aware of this fact and living always consciously aware of this fact. Let's use the days that we have to bring glory to his name and to reflect his love everywhere we go. God is good all the time. I love you guys. Bye.